Hello, hello, hello. Right, Glitter Planet's brand ambassador challenge this month is Wicked. And we could do a choice, and I have initially chosen Glinda. Oh, I might do the other ones. Well, I don't know if I'm going to have time. So this was my inspo pick. I'm using my Aliana hand, and I've put the Glitter Planet Flexi Tips in there. And then we're going in with the Jelly Flex Long Stilettos. So yeah, the Glitter Planet Flexi Tips fit this hand really, really well, and they are very much more affordable. I've primed it. I'm going to go in with the Rubber Base Build Plus gel. These are quite long nail beds on this particular hand, so I used a bit more gel than normal. Obviously, I'm going to slide it on. I won't show you all of them. I'll just show you this one because there's quite a few videos of me using this system. Going to push it down. It's slightly more difficult on a practice hand, but not impossible. It's just a little bit fiddly. And I was like, where's my light? Oh my God, quick, tap the lamp. Using the Jelly Flex lamp as well, which is amazing. So they're all done. Now, this is an incredibly long video as it is, and a lot of this is sped up. So it took me a long ass time to do these nails. I've buffed them. I'm going in with Divine Pink, which is a builder gel from Glitter Planet. Look at it. You can save 10% off all Glitter Planet products with my code SarahB. I'm going to do a base layer. I've pulled the tip slightly down because I just don't want to go too near the cuticle on this. And if you've got the luxury of being able to pull your client's nails out of the nail bed, do it. Can't do it on a human. Cure that. And then I'm going to go in with a little slip layer. This is such a stunning colour. Stunning. And then a big blob. Now, I'm not going to build all of my structure with this because I'm going to encapsulate in clear because it just gives it such a good shine. But I'm working left to right, and then I'll just feather it down towards the tip of the nail. Just so we've got that lovely colour because it's stunning. It's got a gold shimmer to it like fairy dust. So we're using the Totally Clear Structure Gel as well. These are file off, obviously, builder gels. Look at that. Oh, it's so beautiful. Going to grab some of that, quick slip layer, and then in with a bigger blob. That's just how I do my gel. You can do it whichever way you want. Look at that. Oh, she's so pretty. Now I am doing this on all of the nails, but I'll just show you this one because there's a lot of design work in this set. So they're all done. And as you can notice on the ring finger, I've done this. This is going to be Glinda's dress. So I wanted the neckline, like the chesty bit, the beautiful bit. I'll do a quick video of me filing just this finger, just to show you. I'm going to do sidewall. There's no free edge technically because it comes to a point. So I'm just going to do both sidewalls to meet at our stiletto point. And yeah, this was quite a challenge for me. I think sometimes I can't paint freehand very well. It's something I'm going to learn. I keep saying that, and I will learn. Some of the work submitted by the ambassadors is phenomenal. They're incredibly talented, and I stay in my lane, darlings. Sparkly and pretty. I stay in my lane. So I'm just going to file over the top of the nail, level it all out. Got my Nailmate brush. And there we are, we're all filed. That's all done. I'm going to go in with Nailmate Double Up, which is 2-in-1 base or top coat. You just remove the inhibition layer if you want it as a top coat. I do want to get the no wipe top as well. I keep forgetting to order it, but I've got some brushes I want to order, so I'll order their no wipe top coat as well while I'm there. I'm going to do a nice liberal coat of that. How beautiful. Obviously full cure. And then remove that tacky layer with isopropyl alcohol on a lint-free wipe. There we are. Now, this nail is going to be the wand. Now, I only have carving gel in white. I need the elastic gel, I think it's called, which is clear. So I had to improvise. And then somebody told me, well, Glinda's wand in the original was silver. I was like, dude, I can do this. I've got my tools, silicone tools from Glitter Planet. I'm going to roll out a skinny sausage of this carving gel. This stuff's amazing. I've not really ever used it to do something like this. This is very new for me, as you will know. So yeah, if it's not perfect, cut me a bit of slack, honey, because I'm in uncharted territory here. I'm the queen of bling. I'm learning as I go. We're always learning. You never know anything. Everything, I mean. You never know everything. And if you think you do, you're wrong. Because there's always something new to learn. And that's okay. It's okay to get stuff wrong. And it's okay to be all right at stuff and not the best. It's okay. So this is my sausage for the handle of the wand. What is it called? A handle? What is it called? Does anyone know what it's called? The thing that you hold on to on a magic wand? Is it? I don't friggin' know. Anyway, this is the sausage handle. I'm going to try and get it to come to a nice point at the tip. There we are. I'm using isopropyl alcohol on a 3D art brush. No, on my hard gel brush. I stand corrected. Just to adhere it to the nail and kind of smoosh it a little bit and smooth it. Quick flash cure using my Jelly Flex lamp, obviously. Then I'm going to go in with one of my Alina crystals. These are the clear AB glass back crystals. They're stunning. Stunning. You can find them on my website, honey. And fluid gel, which is a no wipe, slightly thicker viscosity gel, which is great for artwork and adhering crystals, charms, all that sort of stuff. Going to plop that on there and then cure it in place. Oh, so pretty. So pretty. All right, now I've rolled out lots of baby sausages. This took me ages. It's fiddly. It's really, really fiddly. I'm going to get my silicone tool, put it in some isopropyl alcohol to make it a bit sticky. And then I'm going to start picking up these. And yeah, this was fiddly. But I was really pleased with how it came out. It came out how I wanted it to. Like how I envisaged it, which is always helpful. And I'm using such light touch. And then I'll cure it one at a time. Some are longer than others. Like if you look at Glinda's wand. Have you watched Wicked? I'm going to say now, I haven't. But this, because I'm more of an action movie, I want government spy movie type thing. That's my thing. Or psychological thriller, but without the gore. Right, so here we are. This is done. All done. I skipped because it was just the same thing repeated, just different lengths of little sausages. Then I'm going to go in with some silver gel and a really tiny brush. And basically, I wish I'd used my longer brush for this because it took ages. But I'm going to colour it silver so it's all sparkly and magical and wonderful and lovely. And I am really pleased with how it turned out. There are little things I'd change, but to be honest, I need new glasses and I'm old. I'm not old. I'm nearly 44. I'm 44 on the 1st of December. Dudes. It's going to be my birthday. Shall I do my birthday nails live? Would you watch a live if I did it? I'm a bit like scared in case nobody's there. And I'll be like, hello, hello. How much notice would you need if I was going to do a live? Would you rather have like a few days notice or announce it on the day? Mind you, then you wouldn't be ready, would you, if I announced it on the day? You have to let me know. I really need to know these things because there's so much I want to do. And sometimes it's actually quicker and easier to do it live than to do the editing side of things, which can be very time consuming. So I'm going to do the same on all these little bits of wandy stuff. What are they called? Branches? I don't know. Mini sausages. My mini sausages are going to be silver. And I'm going to flash cure as I go. Just a quick 10-second blast. And then back into the next one. And I will continue to do this until I've completed all of them. Just over and over and over again. My thumb broke through my glove, which is hilarious. Because I only at the time had 2 sets of gloves left. And I was like, no, what am I going to do? Oh no, lady. But I just let my thumb stick out in a really unattractive way. Apologies if you're offended by my thumb. But it's attached to my body, so there's not much I can do about that. Sorry. Okay. Just kind of like carrying on with that. And if I see some little bits, because the thing is, from different angles, it might look like there's lots of white. Right, so I've finished the wand. I don't know why I didn't show you. That's really peculiar. Oh, hang on, my computer had a malfunction with one of the bits of footage, so you'll have to wait till the end to see the wand. Sorry about that. Going in on the index finger now with the top coat again, and then carving gel, and we're going to make Glinda's crown. Is it a crown? Is it a tiara? What is it? Again, please let me know in the comments. Crown or tiara? What do we call it? Anyway, sausages are required for this. So let's do that. These silicone tools are just so handy. I use them for chrome. I use them for this sort of stuff. They're really good. And I'm just kind of using some isopropyl alcohol on my tool just to maneuver this really into place the way I want it. Give it a cure. And then came the really tricky bit. I don't think I anticipated how difficult this would be, because my brain thought a thing and then my hands went, I don't know how to do that. Because her crown is full of like circles, right? Little circles and bits. And I suddenly realised I'm going to have to take some of these little sausages are so tiny. I'm going to have to then make them into circles and spirals and stuff. And it was very time consuming and tricky. And there were times where I literally wanted to give up completely and just be like, no, I can't do it. But I kept going. But I was pushing myself to do things that I haven't done before because I want to expand my skill level, right? And the more you do it, the better you get at it. So don't come at me if it's not perfect. I am still learning new skills, as we all are, because our industry is constantly changing. Constantly, people are finding new trends, new ways of doing stuff, which is great because it means it never gets boring. But at the same time, it can be extremely challenging when you push yourself out of your comfort zone. And for me, it's actually really scary showing you, because I'm like, I know I could do better at certain things and it's not perfect. And it's scary putting that out there and showing people. So, yeah, this one was probably one of the hardest because it was the first one and I was getting to grips with how I was going to do it. And I didn't practice it. I just did it. I was just like, right, come on. I was going to do an aqua nail, and it took me ages because I didn't have the right tips, and I was going to do it. And then when I actually did one on a practice, I was like, I don't like it. No, it's not the look I'm going for. So now I'm trying to do a teeny one inside the bigger one, but I want it to be slightly joined on one side as it is in her crown. It's like off center. So that was my next step, was trying to smoosh it, but don't smoosh it too much because then you're going to lose your shape, but smoosh it enough. And it was, yeah, it was hard. It was a challenge. But that's why she calls it a challenge. I don't know who picks these. Maybe it's Lorna. I do love you, Lorna. Can you just make it like, let's paint nails with one colour so it's easy. And I'm just going to keep going with this. If I can find some lovely music, I'll put that on now so you can just watch me do this part. Okay, so I've sped through a bit of that and added some more bits, but I would have thought you would probably be asleep by now. So I'm going in with the silver gel paint again, and I'm going to do exactly the same as what I did for the wand. Just colour it in, essentially, so it's all sparkly and magical and gorgeous and beautiful. Yes, what are you drinking? I've got some orange squash, but I'm going to go make a chai latte while I play you some lovely music. So now I am using the silver gel to add a really nice V-shape French, kind of like a, what's it called? What's the word? Micro French. There you go. I was going to say mono French. Like, what the hell's a mono French? Because I just wanted to tie it all in really, and I thought that looks really pretty. And on to the next nail. So that one's had a full cure, obviously. Now I'm going to be obviously applying the top coat again, and this nail is going to have loads of 3D flowers. I will get all the colour names for you right now. Okay, I got the colours in front of me. I'm ready for action, but I'll just take the tacky layer off this nail first. Obviously it's all Glitter Planet Nailmate acrylic system. First colour is 2am Club. I think she glows in the dark. I'll tell you. Hang on a second. She definitely glows in the dark. Yeah, she does. Now I decided to do small little roses. This is like the backdrop. When that picture of Glinda, you can see kind of like all the flowers in the backdrop. That's what inspired this. And I decided to do little roses. So I'm only going to use one bead for the first entirety of the rose, like the first layer. And these are just going to be 2 bead roses. Easy, right? Easy peasy. I'm going to take the second one, plop it in the middle. That one's a bit big. Get rid of that. If you think it's going to be too big or too small, just get rid of it and try again. I'm going to wait for that to set up a little bit. I have sped this up, obviously. And then I'm just going to make a donut hole in the middle and then spread the petals out. And these are really, really quick and easy 2 bead roses. They look very sweet, very cute, and you can fit lots of them on a nail, which we like. Okay, that's the first one done. Next colour I'm using is Blurple. which is, I think, part of the same collection. And we're going to do the same again. One bead, press it out in the middle, and then just push out the edges. I went in a bit early there. It hadn't quite set up enough. Just press it out. There we go. Tiny, tiny roses, nice and thin. You can hear the fan on my MacBook like firing up. It's like, I think I need a new computer. Second bead goes in the middle. Give it a couple of seconds and then wiggle the brush in the middle. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. I'm just waiting for it to be a bit more pliable so I can press it out. And then the next is Buttercup. That is not a glow powder, but she's a beautiful colour, so I needed to use it. Same thing again. Press it out. Press, press, press. Press, press, press. Lots of texture from the bristles. And then centre one there. So this is a slightly bigger flower because we're getting to the centre of the nail, so I want to make it a little bit more chunky. Keeping my brush nice and clean, and then in with that centre part of the flower. And then just push it out. It's probably a bit easier to see on this one actually, because she's a bit bigger. But you can see how easily you can just do a 2 bead rose. They look quite cute. They don't need to be fancy with loads of layers. Then we're going in again with blurple. Blurple. I don't know why I want to say it like that. Blurple. Same thing again. Make a donut. Press it out. It's all very self-explanatory. Self-explanatory, honey. There we go. And then I'm going to add the centre bead. Add the bead in the centre. Wait for it to polymerise a little bit. And donut. Donut, donut, donut. Now what I decided to start doing as well was adding little ones in between here and there, as you can see. So I haven't shown you every single one, but I just wanted to kind of build it up so it just wasn't one trail of flowers, but it was like a vine of flowers. And I will go in as well with the green and bring out that viney look, if that makes sense, the viney look. So just pressy, pressy, pressy. Make sure your brush isn't too wet. You don't want it dry. You don't want it sopping, dripping with monomer. I also did put a tiny bit of acetone in my monomer because the house was cold. It's chilly. I just love this. I miss flowers. I think I need to do more flowers. Flowers everywhere. My favourite thing to do is acrylic flowers and like acrylic French and stuff like that. Even though acrylic French is a nightmare. But I also like working with this hard gel. It's really easy to work with. It self-levels super, super quick. In again with Buttercup. Why do you build me up, Buttercup, baby, just to let me down? Sorry. Just, yeah. The life of a singing nail tech. Squishy, squishy. Bloop, 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 bloop. I'm going to do sound effects instead of a voiceover. And then you can just attribute the sound effect to the action. Who else would prefer that if I just go meh, 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 bloop. Right, we're going in with radioactive. Radioactive. And this is for the leafy greeny bit. And this glows as well. Glows in dark. So I'm going to take my brush sideways and pull it down. And then press it out to make a leafy shape. Look at that. It's so pretty. It's so beautiful. And I'm just going to randomly pop them here, there and everywhere. And also what I did was add tiny little dots of green in between the flowers to sort of make it look like they were on the green vine. So like little dots here, and just to kind of make it look like they were, like it wasn't just leaves coming out of a flower, but more sort of flowers growing off of a magical vine of of majesty, beauty and gorgeousness. Yeah, press that out. Smoosh it. Some of the leaves I did double up as well to give them a little bit more depth. And just little bits in between again. And they don't all need to be the same size. So you can have like little ones, big ones, fat ones, skinny ones, itty bitty teeny ones. Okay, press it out. Oh, I forgot to do sound effects. Hang on, I'll think of something in a sec. My brain's gone like mush. What would we do if we do now? What? Oh my god, insanity has set in. She's lost her goddamn mind. Oh, that's a nice leaf, isn't it? Isn't that pretty? Okay, and then I decided to do little bloobs of magical silver in the middle to tie in these with the other nails. Otherwise, they might look a little bit out of place. I mean, what I've kind of done is it's not necessarily a cohesive set, but every nail is a different part of inspiration from that picture. I could have done a cohesive set, but that wouldn't be like my brain, would it? This is the dress, okay, that she wears. So I'm going to do the top part with a glossy top coat because there is a thin layer of the coloured builder gel underneath there. So top part is glossy top coat. I'll get that done and cured. Remove the inhibition layer. Then I'm going to do the bottom part of the nail with the Nailmate Super Matte top coat. It's super matte, it's super matte, yeah. And I'll use my detailer brush to do the top of the dress there, where the breasticles go. And I'm not bothered about this looking chunky because the more 3D it looks, the better. Okay, cure that, and then I'm going to use fluid gel on my little palette here. And we're going to create some dimension. So I'm going to drag my brush through, and we're going to start with the thicker lines. So we're going to do swooping lines. Now her dress lines don't meet in the middle. They kind of swoosh over each other in layers. So that's what I'm trying to recreate. See what I mean? Does that make sense? I hope it does. I hope it makes sense. See what I mean? Swoosh it round. There we go. And then give that a quick flash cure. And then I'm going to go in and swoosh around the other side. Kind of have them meeting, but they're asymmetrical. That's the whole point. The dress has kind of flappy layers and it's not symmetrical. Bringing it around again. And then once I'm happy with that, I'll do another flash cure. Yes, another flash cure. And then I'm going to do thinner lines in between to add even more depth and detail. So it's starting to look more like a frilly frock now. This is my artistic interpretation anyway. Like, yeah, welcome to my brain. Whee, down it goes. And then once I'm happy with that, I'm going to give this nail a full cure. I think I flash cure it first. I can't remember if I flash cure it and then full cure it. But anyway, it gets a full cure. Then I'm going in with the silver and I'm going to do a detail on the breast line of the dress at the top, just to give that sort of differentiation between technically skin and dress. That's what we're trying to interpret here. And then I decided to do some really thin bits here and there on some of the lines because her dress is sequiny and sparkly in places. So I wanted to add that sort of sparkle and dimension, and also again tie in the silver tone to the rest of the design, but not too thick, not too imposing, just that glistening kind of effect to give it depth and dimension. So once I have done enough of my little silver swooshies, I will give that nail. I think I flash cure and then full cure. I don't know if I don't know how I do that. But anyway, it gets cured. It gets cured. On to the final nail. And I just wanted to add some magical sparkle. So I'm using my Lena Crystals, clear ABs, and the fluid gel, because it just makes it so easy. I can just pop them on, nudge them around until they're exactly where I want them. And yeah, just go up in sizes because they're all like pre-separated. This 1400 pack is all pre-separated into little compartments. That's the word I was looking for. I was going to say globules. That's a globule. A globule of crystals. So I'm going to go up with the biggest size being towards the centre, then back down as we go down the nail, essentially. I know that makes sense. Make it make sense, Sarah, you're saying. But yeah, you know what I mean. You can kind of use the precision applicator as well. It's like a little drawing pen of squishy gelness. Squishy gel. Just keep applying them. And I just flash cure after every few, just, because they're under warm lights. I don't want it moving around too much. But you can nudge it where you want it and then cure. And then this is the finished set. I really hope you like this video. Thanks for sticking around. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe and all that good stuff. Yeah, this is my artistic interpretation of Glinda in a nail set. Should I do the other one? Alphaba? Shall I do it? Let me know in the comments if you want me to. And even if I'm late for submission for the challenge, I will do it just for you. Okay? Love you. Bye.